All right, so welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to see how we can decompose an expression into its partial fractions, and then afterwards, how we can expand that expression using binomial series in ascending powers of x. So I have two questions here. I'm going to solve one, and then the other one is going to be your practice question. Okay, so when you look at the first question, they're saying express this function here in partial fractions and find its normal binomial series expansion in ascending powers of x up to the term including x to the power 3, and then state the range of values of x for which the expansion is valid. Okay, and again, when you look at this question down here, it's just been represented in a more practical way, but it's the same question. It's saying a medical researcher is modeling the interaction between two compounds in the bloodstream using this function. This is a similar function to what we have on top there. You can see this is similar to whatever is there, okay? Where x represents scale time in hours after drug is administered. Express f of x, which is just express the function as a binomial series in powers of x up to and including the term x to the power 3. State the range of values of x for which the expansion is valid. So for us to do the binomial series expansion, we first have to decompose this into its what? Partial fractions. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we are first going to decompose and then we do the binomial expansion what? Series. Okay, so I'm going to solve this one here, and then the other one there, you can use it as your practice what question, just following whatever I'm going to do. Okay, so let's solve this one, and then the one on top be your practice question. So you can actually screenshot it. So after you see how to solve it here, you can use this for what? For practice. Right, so let's solve it. All right, let's look at question 14. They're saying a medical researcher is modeling the interaction between two compounds in the bloodstream using this fraction here, or this function, where x represents scale time in hours after a drug is administered. Okay, so express f as a binomial series in ascending power of x up to and including the term x to the power 3. Okay, state the range of values of x for which the expansion is valid. Okay, so how do we answer this question? First of all, okay, for us to express something like this as a binomial series, we have to resolve it into partial fractions. Okay, so I'm going to get this guy 4 over 1 minus 2x. We resolve it into partial fractions. So this is just going to be a over 1 minus 2x plus b over 1 plus 3x. Okay, so from here, we're just going to multiply everything by the denominator that we have on the left. So minus 1, 2x plus 3x. So if I multiply this with this, the whole denominator cancels out with this, so I'm remaining with 4. If I multiply this with this, the 1 minus 2x here will cancel, so I remain with that. So it will be a multiplied by 1 plus 3x plus b. Okay, if I multiply this and this will cancel, so I remain with b, 1 minus 2x. Okay, so 4 is equals to a plus 3ax plus b minus 2bx. 4 is equals to a plus b plus 3a minus 2bx. So now we equate whatever is x here. So it means here we have 0x. So we're going to equate this 0 to the coefficient of x, this constant to this. So we have a plus b is equals to 4. And then 3a minus 2b is equals to 0. Okay, so now let's find the values of a and b to resolve these things into partial fractions. So it will be a is equals to 4 minus b. So wherever there's a here, we put 4 minus b. So it will be 3, 4 minus b minus 2b is equals to 0. So this will be 12 minus 2b minus 2b is equals to 0. Okay, that's what we're going to have there. And then what are we going to have? Oh, this one is 3b here. So it will be 12 minus 5b is equals to 0. So this implies that b is equals to 12 over 5. So I found my b to be 12 over 5. Okay. So if my b is 12 over 5, then what will be my a? So b is 12 over 5. So it means a will just be 4 minus 12 over 5. So 5, 120 minus 12 is equals to 8 over 5. Okay, so it means a is equals to 8 over 5. Okay, so it means when we express this guy here in partial fractions, okay, it's going to be a, the value of a is 8 over 5. So multiplied by 1 over plus the value of b is 12 over 5 multiplied by 1 over plus 3x. Okay, so this is what we have here. So we have 8 over, okay, we have 8 over 5 multiplied by this this part here. So now this part here, okay, I can write it as minus 1, 2x to the power what? Minus 1. Plus, even this one to be 12 over 5 multiplied by 1 plus 3x to the power minus 1. Okay, so now we can expand this part and this part using the binomial what? Theorem. Okay, so the binomial theorem that we're going to use here is the binomial theorem for irrational numbers. I mean for rational numbers and negative numbers. Okay, so it states that, okay, the binomial theorem for rational and negative numbers states that if you have 1 plus x to the power n, okay, expanding this is the same as writing 1 plus n x to the power, divided by 1 factorial. Okay, so this is 0 factorial plus n multiplied by n minus 1 x squared over 2 factorial plus n minus 1 n minus 2 x to the power 3 over 3 factorial. Then it continues to go like that. Okay, so note that you can only use this theorem, okay, for negative powers or rational powers when the first term there that you have should always be 1. So there are some instances where they give you maybe 2x plus 5. Okay, so before you start anything here, you have to make sure, let me write it like this. We have maybe 5 plus 2x like this. So before you start expanding this using this theorem here, you have to make this one to be a 5. Okay, you have to make this one to be a 1, and then you can apply this. But this one, the one that we have here and there, they already have a 1 there and a 1 there. So it will be very simple for us to simplify them, okay, using this theorem. Okay, so it means here I'm going to expand this and then multiply it with this. Here I'm going to expand that and then multiply it by 12 over what? Over 5. So that's what is going to be happening there. So I'm going to say 1 minus 2x to the power minus 1. So the n is minus 1. The x is the minus 2x. So this is going to be equals to 1, of course, plus n. n is minus 1. What is the x? Minus 2x divided by 1 factorial, which is just 1, plus n. n is minus 1. n minus 1 minus 1. And then x minus 2x squared divided by 2 factorial, which is just 2, plus n, which is minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, x to the power 3, so minus 2x to the power 3 over 3 factorial. 3 factorial is the same as 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, which is just what? 6. Okay, so when we expand this, what are we going to get? Okay, so we can Okay, let's move this guy here somewhere on top. Okay, so we'll still refer to it, so we can move it there. We'll come back for it. So let's continue expanding this guy now. Okay, so this one just be 1 plus negative and negative is just 2x. Okay, it's just 2x there. And then here to be -1 multiplied by -1 -1. So this is -2 multiplied by -1. I get what? +2, right? Then that +2, okay, I keep it, and then I come here to be -2x squared. So this will be 4x squared. So it will be I mean it to be +2 from here. Okay, the +2 that I have from here multiplied by 4x squared, that will give me 8x squared, and then divided by 2 to give me what? Plus 4x squared. Okay, and then here to be -1 multiplied by -2, +2. +2 multiplied by -3, -6. -6 multiplied by okay, so the -6 that's there can disappear with this 6 in the denominator. Okay, and then I remain with what? I remain with okay, I remain with is it -8 there? Okay, so let's do this together. So we are saying this one is -1. This one is -2. This one is -3. And then 2x to the power 3. It's going to give me -80x to the power 3. So I have how many positives here? 4 positives. I mean 4 negatives. So if I have an even number of negatives, just going to be positive, right? And then I'm dividing by 6. Okay, so it will be this guy multiplied by this guy multiplied by this guy. I'm going to get 6, which is a negative, because this will be negative. I mean, this will be +2 multiplied by this -6, right? And then I'm dividing by 6, so I mean with -1 multiplied by -8x to the power 3. So I get +8x to the power 3 plus because it's still going, but here they just said up to x to the power -3. So we end here. So this is the expansion for the first one there. Okay, so applying this same logic that we applied here, we can also expand this guy here. Okay, so for that one, you can try it out. I'll just write the answer there. Okay, so what we found there is that, so I'm using this theorem here, this one here. So we found that the expansion of 1 minus 2x, why am I writing in red? Okay, 1 minus 2x to the power -1. We just found that it was what? 1 plus 2x plus 4x squared plus 8x to the power 3. Okay, plus . And then this one here, we also apply the same thing. So I'm not going to show it, okay, but what you're going to find after you do that will just be 1 minus 3x plus 9x squared minus 29x to the power 3 plus . Okay, so these are the expansion for this part and this part. Okay, so remember we are multiplying this with what? With 8/5. Then we are multiplying this with 12/5. So we can say, put this in bracket, and then write your 12/5 there, giving you 80/5. Okay, and then now we can expand. Okay, we can expand there nicely. So let's expand the first one. What are we going to get? Okay, so if I expand this, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get 8/5 plus 16x/5 plus this multiplied by that to be 32x squared. Okay, so this will be 32 here. 32x squared over 5 plus, okay, so what is 8 multiplied by 8? That is 64x to the power 3/5. Okay, so this is for the first expansion, this one here. Okay, now for the second expansion, this one, what are we going to get? So I can erase this part. So for the second expansion, we're going to get 12 over 5 plus, okay, so that will be a minus now. So 12 multiplied by this, I'm going to get minus 36x over 5. Okay, and then to be plus, this multiplied by 12 multiplied by 9, it's just 108 x squared over 5 plus 12 multiplied by minus 27, I'm going to get minus 324 x to the power 3 over 5. Okay, so that's what we did. Okay, so once we've done the expansion, okay, we can just add these two terms now together to come up with whatever expression that we want. Okay, so I'm going to say add. So this one plus this one, okay, what I'm going to get will be 20 over 5. This one plus this one, I'm going to get minus 20 over 5x. Okay, this one plus this one, I'm going to get plus 140 over 5x squared. And then this one plus this one, I'm going to get minus 260 x to the power 3 over 5. Okay, so all these numbers are divisible by 5, so it means our expression will be 4 minus 4x plus 20, 8x squared. When I divide this into that, and I divide 5 into 260, I'm getting minus 52x to the power 3. Okay, so this here is the binomial series in ascending powers of x, okay, up to and including the term x to the power 3. So you can see that it's ending at x to the power 3 there. Okay, so what was the other question? State the range of values of x for which the expansion is valid. Okay, so the first one we had 1 minus 2x to the power minus 1. So to find the values that are valid, you just say the value of x there. Okay, so minus 2x modulus should be less than 1. Okay, so this simply means what? Simply means we have okay, we have can distribute this modulus. We have minus 2 modulus less than 1. So this would be 2 modulus of x should be less than 1, which will just be modulus of x should be less than 1 over 2. So this is from the first expression. And then the second expression was 1 plus 3x. Okay, so the validity here will just be modulus of 3x should be less than 1. So if we apply the same thing that we did here to be modulus of 3, modulus of x less than 1, so it means modulus of x is less than 1 over 3. So modulus of x should be less than, okay, so it should be less than 1 over 3. So now we have to find the intersection between those two regions, okay? So if I sketch them, so if this is my 1 over 2, 1 over 3, okay? So x is less than that, so it goes like that. The modulus of x, I'm just taking it as it is, and then also the modulus of x is less than that. So it means the intersection will be there. So it means modulus of x should have be less than what? 1 over 3. This will work for both cases, okay? So these are the range of values for which this expansion is what? Is valid. Okay.